Hi everyone, I'm back out on the Holderness today. Going to see what we can find here because last time was good and there was lots to look through, so we'll go a little bit further today out with David and see what we find. Well, good news, there's still plenty of rocks to look through. Looks like the sand hasn't come back yet. So yeah, see what's in amongst all this. Right, here's our first devil's toenail. Quite a nice one. I'm sure there'll be plenty of these around today. Right, there's a few signs on here of ammonites just sticking on the edge. Quite a big negative there, so I'll tap it open and see if there's anything inside. Well, there are a few gracciles in there, but probably nothing worth keeping hold of. They're the bits that broke off. Right, I've just smashed up this very pyrotised block and that's come out of it. It's not a great split. Well, I guess that would have been a nice one had that split a bit better. Right, this looks interesting. You can see that ammonite poking out there, but how thick is this and does it go all the way through? Well, it's not as thick as I would have liked. I'm guessing that's probably just a fragment of ammonite. We'll break it open and have a look. Yeah, just a part of one. Right, so something interesting here. It's a fossil. Looks like a nice bit of coral. Right, beautiful bit of coral. If I can get it to zoom in. There we go. We've got a nice hectare nodule here, some nice crystals on it. Although I haven't got room in the bag to collect all them, but they are nice. Right, this block has got an ammonite on the outer edge that's worn away, so I think it's worth giving it a hit just to see if there's anything inside. Right, we've got a fairly decent split. I haven't looked yet, so let's see if there's anything inside. No, doesn't look like it. Look like just the odd one on the outside. So this is definitely the sign of an ammonite. It looks like that's worn out on the edge though. But I'll give it a hit and see if there's anything inside. No, it was just a very worn one right on the top of the nodule. Not much of it left. And this was a nice red shelly block. I've just tapped that bit off of it. And you can see there's definitely an ammonite in there. But I think I'm going to try and make this a bit smaller so it's easier to carry. Well, David's found a nice ammonite with a pinpoint centre, and that'll be a very nice one. There's a huge shell block here, got shells all over it. That was quite nice. By the way everyone, I hope you do enjoy these videos, and if you do, then please give it a like now. Don't wait until the end of the video like I do sometimes, and then I leave it too late and it runs on to the next video. So now's a good time to like it, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe as well. Thanks. There's an ammonite sticking out from the sand. It looks like it's very worn and completely on the top. a shame, because that would have been a nice one. Right, got a nice fossilised shell there. Well, it just looks like one segment of it. Guess that would have been bigger. Yeah, shame that isn't all there. Yeah, so we've reached the boulder fields that were here last week, and you can see already they're getting broken down very quickly by the tides. So hopefully they've released some good stuff. Okay, so I found a nice nodule here. Looks like a bit of jet rock, so we'll hit and fingers crossed there's something inside. Okay, we've got a nice split. Is there a nice elegantis in here? No, nothing. Well, this would have been a nice ammonite had it all been there. Look at the sutures on that. Beautiful. So I've just picked this nodule up, giving it a light tap, and there was a lovely ammonite in there, but unfortunately it has split really badly. What a shame. Yeah, actually just spotted this one as well. That looks like that is ready to split quite easily. In fact, I shall give it a few light taps and see how it comes out. Right, I've just got the chisel out to tap it open. And we've got a lovely little fossil in there. A lot of mud has got in, so we just need to clean that off. But yeah, not a bad one. And I reckon this one will prep fine from the other side, because there's no damage to the other side of the ammonite. So if you prep from that side, that should be a nice one as well. Here we go, giving it a bit of a wash. And if it will focus, there you go, nice. Right, here's a nice cannonball nodule. I will give that a hit and hope that it isn't the usual story where there's absolutely nothing in there, but you've got to hit them to try. Okay, I've got a split, and is there anything in there? No, absolutely nothing. David's found some nice bits. Nice bit of ammonite there, almost all there, and got a nice shell and Holderness block. Right, this looks like this could be a bit of a multi-block. An Holderness multi-block. You can see lots on the outside there. Definitely some on the bottom. And I think looking at the side, there probably is quite a few on the side. Got some good thickness to it, so I think I'll put that in the bag as it is, and we'll closer look at that when I get back. But yeah, very pleased with that. Alright everyone, that's it. We're now finished, the tide's almost in, so time to go and get a nice refreshing drink before heading home. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and give it a like and subscribe. I'll keep making more. Catch you later.